Sit with us. Want to sit with us? Just scraping.
And so now, to further welcome you to the interior of the illustrious Durrell Town Castle, one of the oldest residences in Ireland, to perform the wedding ceremony of Laura and Neil in this historic setting. You've all travelled a long way to offer support and kinship on this special day. So welcome to family and friends, travel partners old and new, who have come from Michigan, Oregon, Seattle, Florida, North Carolina, California, Chicago, and Indiana. Also welcoming those from Switzerland. Plus, do we have any guests on airwaves, Skyping?
Being videoed.
Okay, being videoed. Welcome belatedly to those from Sarasota who will be looking at the video. And also to David, who was unable to make the journey. We send our best wishes across the ocean divide. So this afternoon, Laura and Neil would declare their love before you, the people they care most about in the world. They will say heartfelt words, perform age-old rituals, and validate this event in your presence, their friends and family, and are grateful for your company here today to witness this celebration. And now I will read words written by Laura and Neil to you all. To all who are gathered here, we deeply appreciate and are humbled that each of you crossed an ocean to join us as we make this commitment to each other. Everyone has played a role in bringing us to this time and place. On our first trip to Seattle together, seeing the love Neil's family and friends had for him gave Laura a new appreciation. Yes. We've rescued the rings. And to see this seemingly solitary man in a new light. So their warm acceptance of her was important to both, and they felt the true beginning of something wonderful and a hope of building a lovely life together. There were also those in this room from Laura's life who encouraged us on the path that brought us here as well. They were quick to see the fine qualities of Neil and to do all they could to support the progression of this relationship. For this, she is so very grateful. When considering how we wanted to marry, we thought of what we loved the most, and it's to travel and experience life with those we love the most. You've made this come true by your presence here. We know it is no small thing, so the warmest of thanks for being here. The wedding ceremony. A wedding ceremony is a story which tells the past, proclaims the present, and blesses the future. It is a crossroads where two life stories intersect, and the ceremony acknowledges this turning point, the choice to go on. It's the setting off on a life's journey together with the experiences of the past as a guide into the future. The foundation of love is respect, care, friendship, and trust, overlaid with passion and laughter. Love respects the individuality and value of the person, and it is one of the most precious gifts that we can give to each other. So Laura and Neil will celebrate their love with the blessings of the people who matter most to them. They bring their shared dreams, which tie them together. And they bring the seeds for their future, out of which will grow their life together. To this day, Laura and Neil bring the joy in their hearts as a gift to one another. you have been invited to share in their joy because of your bonds to Laura and Neil. To further today's story, so Lisa and Melinda will read To Be Marrying.
To be married again is different than simply to be married. And so, as you re-enter the state of matrimony, you may be tempted to look at this marriage as separate and completely unrelated to all of the relationships that have preceded it. Rather, this marriage is the culmination of the choices you have made, the loves you've had, and the lessons you have learned that shape you into the person you are, ready to make this new commitment of love.
Both of you have someone with whom you can do all the precious things you have left to do. Be thankful, for you have been delivered to your final partner, the person with whom you can share the fruits of all the lessons in your life. This is one of life's unexpected miracles. This is your good fortune.
And now for the story of Laura and Neil. It was December 2010, and who would have thought there was a connection, a match no less, between the two opposite corners of the United States, Seattle and Sarasota. Laura's profile was concealed, so she sent the first message. And Neil was determined to start life anew in the warmth of the creative Sarasota sun, and a message seemed sent from above to Laura when on their first date she walked out to Neil's car and saw he drove the exact same car as her late father. It was as if the gods were smiling on them. And Neil proved to be an oasis of calm in Laura's hectic days. Conversely, Neil's quiet life was instantly enlivened by the more bubbly aspects of being with Laura, someone so entertaining and fun. And even though the heavy metal music at the Prague Beer Festival was more to Neil's taste than Laura's, having fun was something that Laura taught Neil well. And loving came easy to Neil when invited around to Laura's for his favourite meal of BLTs. Another message of serendipity, as Laura never made BLTs. The appeal grew with Neil's calm outlook, his kindness. Ever the gentleman, he even built a pillow fort when early on in their relationship, on a trip to Universal Studios, the accommodation on offer was only a king-size bed, not what was once expected. Neil's eagerness to embrace new adventures. And this is what he did when, after a few dates strolling around the supermarket with Laura, Neil quietly announced he had booked them a music cruise to Mexico, something that Laura had casually mentioned as featuring her favourite bands. This was an irresistible invitation for Laura to love him. And who can resist a man who regularly leaves a single flower in the door handle of your car to brighten your day? Flowers moved Laura. From the offering of flowers to spend Valentine's with him when Neil proposed, and a special Target CZ ring was offered as a placeholder for the real thing, because Neil knew Laura well, and he knew that she would want to choose her own ring. Their life is now filled with enjoyment and exploration, going to concerts, cooking together, traveling with friends, and soon to set off in a motorhome, their own moho, to enjoy new adventures, embracing the day and each other. So flanked by America and Europe, Ireland was considered the magical location for the wedding ceremony. and then the hunt started for the ideal venue. And here we are, in the perfect setting of Sue and Dave's Dallascan Castle. Now, before Laura and Neil say their vows and exchange rings, they have asked you, their family and friends, participate in the warming of the rings. The wedding rings are the most visible sign of the bond these two people are about to make, a commitment to life, to each other, and to the future. What I now ask you to do is to warm these rings by passing them from person to person. As you hold them in your hands, pause for just a moment and silently make your wishes for the couple and for their future before you pass them on to the next person. In this way, these rings will not only be a gift from one to another, but will be given with the love, support, and wisdom of family and friends. Now we will warm the rings. to take their seats. Laura and Neil, if you will stand before me and hold both hands. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every word. Please look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another: friend, companion, lover, traveling partner, and even teacher, for you have learned much from one another in these last years. You've learned that good company, friendship, and togetherness count for more than wealth, good looks, or position. And you've learned that life is a maze that is best got through with a great companion. That you seek as mature people to have a loving marriage, allowing each other to change and develop, supporting each other in happiness and sorrow, health and illness. Now you shall say words that take you across a threshold of life. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is Neil, my one true love. This is Laura, my heart. Marriage is a promise, a potential made in the hearts of two people who love each other and takes a lifetime to fulfill. So, Neil, your vows to Laura.
So, Laura, little did I know after our first date that you weren't running away from me. You actually had stolen my heart or run away with my heart. You have filled a hole in my heart that has been there for many years. You've done it with compassion, intelligence, and humor. But most of all, I promise that I will love you more every day until death do us part, or until the zombie apocalypse.
Is that the humor you were telling me? Okay, and I need my iPad. Glasses, I think, too. And glasses. I happily and wholly commit myself to you for the second half of our lives. There is no one who I would rather have at my side. Your quiet competence keeps me grounded and whole. Together we've gone and done so much, and my wish is that we'll be able to do so much more. You've accepted me and mine with our many flaws, always without judgment. I was in a dark place when we met, and you've pulled me up and out. You've brought me a peace and contentment that I never thought I would have. And you've given me a happy anticipation for what our future holds together. My joy is that I could be found by someone so kind, gentle, warm, and giving, one who takes such good care of me. I'm so happy to have the chance to take care of you and share what comes next.
Who's better?
So now for the exchange of rings. So will the ring bearer please step forward? The ring is an ancient symbol, so perfect and simple. It is a circle that has no beginning and no end. It demonstrates a continuing bond and symbolizes equality and infinite commitment, which are the foundation stones of married life. Your rings are precious because you wear them with love. They symbolize your commitment in marriage. So Neil, if you would I'd like to take Laura's ring, please. As you place the ring on Laura's finger, please repeat after me. Place it on her finger. On this day,
On this day,
I marry my best friend,
I marry my best friend,
the one who shares my life, my love, and my dreams.
the one that shares my life, my love, my dreams.
Laura, I give you this ring
Laura, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and devotion.
as a symbol of my love and devotion.
I offer you my heart, my hand, and my love.
I offer you my heart, my hand, and my love.
I join my life with yours
I join my life with yours
to cherish and protect you as my wife,
to cherish and protect you as my wife,
with all that I am,
with all that I am,
with all that I have.
with all that I have.
I honor you as my wife forevermore.
I honor you as my wife forevermore.
Laura, if you would take Neil's ring, please. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Jacob. Laura, as you place the ring on Neil's finger, please repeat after me. On this day,
On this day,
I marry my best friend,
I marry my best friend,
the one who shares my life, my love, and my dreams.
the one who shares my life, my love, and my dreams.
Neil, I give you this ring
Neil, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and devotion.
as a symbol of my love and devotion.
I offer you my heart, my hand, and my love.
I offer you my heart, my hand, and my love.
I join my life with yours
I join my life with yours
to cherish and protect you as my husband,
to cherish and protect you as my husband,
with all that I am,
with all that I am,
with all that I have.
with all that I have.
I honor you as my husband forevermore.
I honor you as my husband forevermore.
May these rings be blessed as the symbol of a loving unity. These two lives are now joined in one unbroken circle, and they have made public their special promises to each other and have symbolized this in the taking of vows and sealed that intention and promise in the blessing of rings. And so, let us proceed to the symbolic element of the ceremony. Hand fasting is an ancient Celtic tradition practiced over generations. It represents the joining of two people in marriage and is the origin of the phrase tying the knot. This tradition involves binding the hands of the couple with ribbons to symbolize their marriage vows. And the different colored ribbons convey different meanings. Today, the family of Laura and Neil will place the handfast to join the couple. So Katie can step forward with the ribbons, please. If you'd like to come to Andrew, if you want to just stand there, and you might want to put down your basket. There we go. You stay next to me. So the hand fasting will begin with Rebecca, who will present the first ribbon, green. Depicting financial health and physical health. Nope. If I can ask you to just hold one hand each. As if you were actually just holding hands. That's it. So the green ribbon is overlaid with love, compassion, and a sense of caring. And these elements will allow your union grow into a home shared with each other, whichever garden the two find themselves in. Andrew offers the second ribbon, purple, symbolizing harmony and tranquility in the marriage. The power created by this union is embraced with a sense of sentimentality balanced by intelligence. May the two of you remember to make time for life to happen and be enjoyed. The magic of the silver ribbon is brought by Leah, reflecting the values that you bring to this relationship, which have been echoed in the taking of your vows. Silver sparkles and has a magical quality that inspires your creativity with a sense of wonder as the treasures of your relationship unfold. And Matthew brings wisdom to the handfast as represented by the final binding, the gold ribbon. With this ribbon, Matthew embeds the virtues of intelligence and good judgment, the accord of unity, with energy to succeed in your endeavors and life challenges. As this knot is tied, so are your lives now bound. Woven into this ribbon, embedded into its very fibers, are all the hopes wished by your friends and family here today and of yourselves for your future lives together. With the fashioning of this knot, I tie all the desires, dreams, hopes, and happiness wished for you here today, for as long as love shall last. Above you are the stars. Below you are the stones. As time passes, remember, like a stone should your love be firm, like a star should your love be constant. Let the powers of the mind and of the intellect guide you in your relationship. Let the strength of your wills bind you together like these ribbons, and let the power of love and desire make you happy, and the strength of your dedication make you inseparable. May your hearts be ever joined together. And so the binding is made. Before our final reading, Jason will sing for us a song especially chosen for Laura and me. Everything.
Find me here and speak to me. I want to feel you. I need to hear you. You are the light that's leading me to the place where I find peace again. You are the strength that keeps me walking. You are the hope that keeps me trusting. You are the light to my soul. You are my purpose. and not be moved by you. Would you tell me how could it be any better than this? Yes. You calm the storm and you give me rest. You hold me in your hands. You won't let me fall. You still my heart and you take my breath away. Would you take me in? Take me deeper now. And how can I stand here with you and not be moved by you? Would you tell me how could it be any better than this? And how can I stand here with you and not be moved by you? Would you tell me how could it be any better than this? 'Cause you're all I want, you're all I need, you're everything, everything. You're all I want, you're all I need, you're everything, everything. You're all I want, you're all I need, you're everything, everything. You're all I want, you're all I need, you're everything, everything. And how can I stand here with you and not be moved by you? Would you tell me how could it be any better than this? And how can I stand here with you and not be moved by you? Would you tell me how could it be any better than this? And how can I stand here with you and not be moved by you? Would you tell me how could it be any better than this? Would you tell me how could it be any better than this? Congratulations.
Beautiful.
Well, I think Jason has stolen all our hearts. Thank you, Jason. So I will now conclude with some constructive advice, a reading of Scaffolding from the Irish poet Seamus Heaney. Masons, when they start upon a building, are careful to test out the scaffolding. Make sure the planks won't slip at busy points. Secure all ladders, tighten bolted joints. And yet, all this comes down when the job's done. showing off walls of sure and solid stone. So if, my dear, there sometimes seems to be old bridges breaking between you and me, never fear. We may let the scaffold fall, confident that we have built our wall. So today is a further chapter in the tale. And so, some words to you both of appreciation. Remember that your love is the basis for this marriage. Desire nothing else, fear nothing else, and allow your love to blossom into what love was meant to be. Allow for spaces in your time together, giving each other room to grow. Love one another. Allow that love to be the source of strength which feeds your soul. None of us knows what the future will bring. The important thing is to live today to the fullest and face tomorrow with the certainty that you can accept and handle what it brings. So prior to this moment, you each walk separate paths. Now, as you sit hand-fasted together, you embark on a marital partnership, a single path together. And so, Laura and Neil have said their vows in front of you, their family and friends, binding them fast to each other with these ribbons. They have made special promises together, symbolized in the taking of vows, and sealed that promise with the dedication of their rings. Will you all who have come to share in this commitment and love promise to do all you can to uphold and support Laura and Neil by the sharing of your friendship and the offering of your hearts?
We do. We do.
Cherish each other with the respect and care, friendship and love that the love of your life deserves. And now to you, the friends and family who have come to the celebrate, I take great pleasure in presenting to you a loving, caring couple joined together in friendship and trust, husband and wife, Neil and Laura. In celebration of your love and commitment to one another, maybe you would like to stand, Neil and Laura, seal it with a kiss. May the roads rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rains fall soft upon your fields. So go in peace and friendship, celebrate and have fun. Michael, if you would like to
He's gonna need us, right?
Oh, no, you're not. No, this is your first task to see if you can sign a certificate. Yes. This is your first task to sign it together. And fast it together. This is all together.
Heels can do that too.
Look at those good heels on dude. I like that one.
You can try
Can
to
I
buy
get,
yourself if you
can I
like.
get this real quick?
nothing official.
Rebecca, if you would like to just witness the certificate.
Oh, that's fine. I think it's taller. Oh, that's everything airtight.
Navigate together.
Like next to each other.
That would help.
Andrew, you look quite lovely with the bouquet.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, where's your bouquet?
One was with my. You're supposed to.
That's fascinating.
Hey, you want to get in the picture with these guys? Hey.
Put arms around it.
Good job.
Are you gonna untie that?
It just doesn't take a picture.
Like this. I'm gonna turn it on for
I'm not even trying.
Hold it, hold it. Okay, both of you look at your dad. Look at your dad, ready?
Flowers by the way. I'm getting a little guilty.
I should take the glasses off here. Like the candle.
Got that one.